This is what they call entertainment filler programming. But not because we don't love it and want to be here. I just feel like you've OD'd on Robin Race. But you know what? Like true addicts, we're just going to shove some more down your veins.
What's perfect is there's a tornado racing through town, and we can say we were all here together.
Yeah.
We might all be sheltered here together, and it'll be Armageddon. But what a great group to be in Armageddon with, right?
Exactly. Bill said if we were taking the stage, and he turned around and said, "This shit goes down. Please cover my vital organs."
Yeah, because when we were here 3 years ago, there was a tornado warning in the middle of the night, and some of you might have been there, remember that? And at the hotel where we were staying, the announcement came over, please go down to the basement, and if you don't go to the basement, lock yourself in your bathroom and cover your vital organs. That's literally what they said. Billy was saying, please cover my vital organs.
That's legit. That's legit.
I told Ryan to cover my vital organs whether or not the tornado comes. I just want to just do that.
Just like do yourself a bad job. Well, I tell you what, this side of the room, big Rock Rich fans, this side of the room could give two shits. I mean, that is real awkward. I don't know what happened. What happened over here? What did we do to you people? We've been nothing but kind and entertaining. And then, by the way, thank you for getting it. We appreciate it. You understand who we are. Right over here.
Maybe we didn't look over here.
You know what it is? I stand over there a lot.
I was just saying
That's going to ruin it. You know, we're both, look at us. We're both absorbing the blows for each other. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start right over here.
So, I have a question for Rob.
There he is right there. This is your opportunity. You can ask that question to Rob. I'm going to step back and out of the way. He's going to give a direct shot at Rob Benedict. This is the kind of experience people want at the convention. When the opportunity comes up, and then like Rob's on stage, it's a panel, the mics are out, get in line, ask your question. And here we are at this moment where you now have the freedom to take that question and ask it to Rob. Here's a question for you. How long are you going to think of this question for Rob?
For a minute.
Yeah, exactly a minute. He put a minute into this, and now this moment has come to fruition. 60 seconds ago, this was a dream for him.
Your monologue right now is already taking more time than the thinking of the question, I'm sure.
Tough crowd. Thank you, Richard.
So I understand a lot of different actors have their own kind of way of method acting. So I was curious as to, whether on set or maybe at film, if that lingering God complex ever just kind of stayed around with you, it's something that comes back.
That's a great question. No, is the short answer. If I try to do this to my children, they laugh me out of the room. No, that definitely doesn't work at home. I never really tried. And on set, no. But you have to sort of give yourself the permission to be that. You know, it's when you're my size, when you come in to the last season and you're the bad guy, and you have to like beat up Jared Jensen or talk shit to Jared Jensen. You just have to let it all go.
That right there is acting.
Yeah, you have to let it all go. You know what? That's what the scene calls for. That's what I'm going to do. No, the opposite is true. I wish I had more of a God complex in my life. Things might be easier for me.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Right over here.
Oh, look who's showing up.
This side of the room.
I was coming. It took me a minute to walk across the
I wasn't talking to you.
I got to a lot of great Nashville musicians playing on the record. So yeah, I'm writing music right now that will eventually go on my next solo record. I don't know when, but at some point, yes, I do have interest in making another solo record. So it's very gratifying. Thank you for that.
Over here.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Okay, so my question is for both of you. What are your favorite musicals, and if you had the opportunity to play in the musical, what role would you play?
I love musicals. Les Mis is one of my favorites of all time. I enjoy Annie. I enjoy a chorus line. They're playing their song, Fiddler on the Roof. I'm a big fan of. If I could be, and I don't even, I've seen Les Mis a bunch, but weirdly I don't know the character name of the guy who played, because it's not one of the leads. It's not Javert, it's not Jean Valjean, it's not Marius. I would play that guy who really does most of his stuff in Act 2, and he's a leader of like the rebellion, and he's the one who's telling Marius to get his act together. And every time I saw the play, He's just, do you know who it is? Is what? Perfect. Between your mask and my ears, I have no idea what you said, but I'm sure it's great.
And Joe Ross.
Okay, so something like that, and he does this whole thing where he stands on the rubble and he's like, where are the leaders of the land? Where are the swells who run this show? And he does this whole like, da-da, and it's just so, I was like, man, that is just so cool, a role. And I always say it'd be cool to be John Valjean and be the star, but like, even you could be the star, you could be that guy and just stand at the top of the pile.
He played him in the movie, you know?
I don't know who played in the movie. Who? Aaron Sorvay. Anyway, that's the role I think I would do.
That's nice.
Yeah. Robert?
One of my favorite things I ever got to do, it was in community theater. We did Oliver, and I got to be the Arnold Doctor.
Oh!
That was great.
That's another one of my favorites. I forgot that. Oh, dude, how great is Bill Sykes, Oliver Reed as Bill Sykes?
That's such a great film. If you've never seen it, it still holds up.
Yeah.
I love that musical so much. It was all the songs are so beautiful and heartbreaking. You know, when in a more recent musical, I like many people loved Hamilton, and I would love to play the King.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah,
The King would be such a great role.
Such a great song.
Book of Mormon is another good recent one that I like a lot.
Great one. But yeah, I dream of playing the King.
What did you say? You were talking about. What was the first thing you said? Oh, Oliver. That's a Fagin would be a great role.
Fagin, and now it's an adult, yes.
Yeah, Fagin would be a cool role, and then.
So you think I aged out?
Artful Donna.
What are you saying? Get me straight.
And then, what is the, oh shit, I can't remember. Anyway, big musical band. Oh, I know. I'm not sure I'm old enough yet, but Tevye in Fiddle with Earth would be a great role. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, fellas.
Hi.
My name's Arlene. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. So as a child, one of my favorite books was There's a Monster at the End of this book, and that is actually one of my favorite episodes. So my question is, since you guys have been doing your podcast, which I love, by the way,
Thank you.
what is so far, or like any episode, or line, or anything that like has been just
Well, for starters, for those of you who don't know, let me just remind you, or let you know for the first time that Rob and I host a podcast. It's a rewatch podcast of the show. It's called Supernatural. The podcast is called Supernatural Then and Now, where we watch every episode of the show, starting with episode 1. We're in the middle of season 4. We bring on cast, we bring on crew, we bring on people that you know, people you've never heard of, and talk about the origin story of the show and how they are involved in it, and we review each episode. And so, good time, check it out. Free, wherever you get your podcast, Supernatural, then and now. Now, to your question. It's hard for me to say favorite. I couldn't begin to tell you a favorite. And I also will not remember episode titles at your level because I just don't have that brain for it. But some that stand out to me are, I think it's called Heart. Is that the one where Jared has to go take out the werewolf?
That was cool.
How to go with. And then all the ones that have Sterling K. Brown, that whole storyline with him, I thought they were all fantastic, especially the final one with Scary.
I really liked Yellow Fever. I think that was hilarious. You know, it's funny, we see some of the ones that I've seen ranked on people's top 10 list or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that was a classic. You know? But yeah, Yellow Fever stands out right now. Jensen's hilarious in that episode. It's funny when you watch these episodes and like that one, I've never seen that episode. And we watch our Richard's episodes, you watch like, oh, that was great. Like I can see why they love Richard. I can see why they bring that character in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And well, I know that you know.
Well, I'm in the gym.
Yeah, but same with like Jensen in that episode. Like, oh, this is great. This is great. Some of those things you're like, you're coming to it late, and you almost want to tell people like, you know what this show? It's a great show.
There's also something that I bet that some fans would agree with, which is we also have come across some guest stars where we're like, why didn't they bring that person back?
Yeah.
Or bring that
All
character
the
back?
guest
That'd be
stars are
great.
so
You're like,
great.
oh, that's an obvious launch pad for something grander, and then it just never manifests itself, you know?
Like the Dracula guy.
Oh, Todd Stachel. So great. I was thinking, Gabriel Tigerman's character didn't die off, did it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, right.
Yeah, he was in like 2 episodes.
But again, they could have built that for more episodes.
Yeah.
That character.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, we're almost to Monter at the end of this book. We're almost there. Me too, I can't wait.
What season's that?
That's this one that we're on right now, season 4.
Oh, we haven't seen it.
No. But let me know what you think when you see it. It has someone in it you might remember.
You know, I wouldn't remember anybody. I know. I don't have a brain for it. Wait! Sterling K. Brown. Gay Tiger.
No, they're not Todd Stachel.
Tuss. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we're leaving Atlanta to come here. We got pulled over like 3 minutes after leaving the hotel. And that got me thinking, like, if y'all had these sort of fun or interesting, like, road trip stories that you could tell.
Wait, were you speeding?
No, it was just a rental car and, like, we forgot to turn on the lights. It was confusing, so.
Oh no. Did you get ticketed or anything?
No, it was a warning.
Oh
No
boy.
headlights.
You mean something with the law?
Yeah, we're anything.
Traveling stories on the road, stories on the road,
Road stories?
stories from the road.
Like a road trip story?
For a road trip kind of thing?
Maybe you've been on a road trip and it generated some kind of story?
With or without the law?
Yeah, you know, maybe it involves the police, maybe it doesn't involve.
Law adjacent?
So it's Popo or no Popo?
Yeah.
It's all right. Like you're on a trip and there's a story.
There's a story that I
I don't know what that would be.
No, nothing I can think of. No, I'm kidding. Road trip stories.
Stories.
Yeah. So, it'd be great if we had one, you and I with both of them, we just not, not got the whole question.
Just
one
question,
one
yeah.
answer.
You ever been pulled over?
Yeah.
Let's go with that. What happened?
Which time?
Okay. Your favorite?
You ever been pulled?
I got pulled over one time, yeah.
Did you get a ticket?
No.
I've gotten tickets lots of times.
Okay. Tell
You
me,
know I don't do well with authority.
No, you
I always say the wrong thing.
tell me about the most dramatic or.
But here's the one of the funniest, more dramatic times I got pulled over, and ironically, I didn't get a ticket, and here's why. I was shooting late at night, and right before I wrapped at like 2 in the morning, I got in my car and I stepped in dog food. Yeah, so I took off my shoe, and so I'm shoeless on one shoe. I just put it in the back of the car, I deal with it in the morning, and I'm driving, and I pulled to a red light, and it was like no cars were coming by. It's 2 in the morning.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna go. And then I went, and like the cop pulling me over, and I think, fuck, I'm shoeless. I look so wasted. I'm not wasted, I haven't had anything to drink, but it's 2 in the morning. Why am I driving with one shoe? Like, I'm screwed. He says, get out, take some riding test. I'm screwed. He'll be like, I just turn.
And the car had to smell like poop, right? I mean, like.
No, the car smelled like poop. I smelled like poop. It was all awful. I was so scared, and I'm not good with authority. So he says, where have you been? And I was like, I'm working. I was working. I just wrapped. I'm an actor. I didn't recognize, it's the. And then he comes back and says, I see that you have a reckless driving on your record. Okay, that's a different story. It was a weird thing. I got a ticket for reckless driving, and it was nothing. I was nothing. But he's like, you're a menace. Yeah, we'll be right back. So him and his, and he's talking hardcore. Then he comes back and says, you're in luck. We just gotta, there's been like a robbery 2 blocks away. We gotta go. But I would have so given you a ticket, so you just, be careful and drive safe. So I was like, whoosh. So I'm free. I got free.
Thank you to the petty criminal who robbed the store near intersection.
Yeah, one shoe. So that was that one time, and then there's the reckless driving time. And I got tickets, maybe 3. I've got maybe 3 speeding tickets. But now for the last 15 years, I've been real clean.
Okay.
Yeah. This was all early on. When I first 10 years in LA, I didn't get it.
He's a loose cannon.
I was a loose cannon.
Now he's just a cannon.
I've had to do driving school like 3 times. I know. I'm a rough pass guy. Rough pass.
The mean
But
streets.
I've really cleaned up my act.
Including the poop on the shoe.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You're right there.
Yes, just both of you guys. Chuck and Gabriel were pretty similar as they both hid on Earth away from the rest of the family. Was that a happy accident, or was that something that the writers designed for you guys to be similar?
No, that's all true story. We told them that, and then they wrote it. No, it's just the writers. I think it's just a happy accident that they wrote the storyline that sort of had a similar, because our characters never intersected. We're in this.
We're related, turns out.
Yeah, no, that's true. But we unfortunately never got
I'm your father.
to deal with that on.
I'm your father.
And now I can drive. I'm going to teach you to drive.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of a coincidence. I mean, yeah, Rich and I are very similar people, similar actors, and they think, and the parts have similarities in that way, but I know that besides that, it was just all came from the writers. We kind of did what they told us, Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, I'm JJ.
Hello, JJ.
So there are three main breakfast foods: French toast, pancakes, and waffles. Rank them from your favorite to least favorite.
I would say there's a significantly higher number of breakfast foods than starters. I don't know three. If we're talking about three, but we're going with this
Because
category.
an apple and yogurt,
Yeah.
that's a real healthy choice.
If we're going with this, the order being French toast, waffles, and pancakes, that's what you're saying, right? And you want us to rank them in, oh, it's a tornado.
What's in the report?
We're just all going to tornadoes. What?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
we're going to Oz together.
Oh, fun. So, I'm going to go
Yeah.
favorite to least favorite.
Okay.
But I like them all. They're all good ones. To me, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But it's going to be French toast, waffle, pancake. French toast first, waffle, then pancake.
I think they heard it, man. What did you say?
French toast first,
Yeah.
waffle second, pancake. But again, home run, I don't really, they're all great.
Yeah. Same, I agree.
Sophie's choice.
Yeah, it's
Breakfast.
tough, it's tough. I guess I'm gonna go pancake. Pancake, French toast, waffle.
So this is, thank you so much. Yes.
Hi, my question for Rob. When you filmed the season 5 finale, and you disappeared at the end and you kind of losing God, did you know you would come back to play God? Or?
Actually, no. Well, I knew that I was God at that point because Eric Kripke called me right when I got the script for that episode, and he said, how does it feel when you're God? And I was like, that really, is that what this means? He was like, yeah. And he said, but I don't want the fans to know necessarily. I want them to have their own theories of what it is, so don't say anything. He said also, it probably means I can't have you back because God, you can't just have God coming in and saving the day all the time, sort of a thing. I don't think that he knew the show would be going on for 10 more years, you know what I mean? At that point, he left the show, and we probably thought it would go on for a few more years, and that's it. That's when I really started doing a lot of conventions. So yeah, at that point I didn't think I'd ever come back. And then sure enough, 6 seasons later, it was, first Robbie Thompson wrote season 10, wrote me into that episode when they do the play in the theater. And then in season 11 with The Darkness, it made sense to bring God back because it was God's sister and all that. So, so no, but at that time I actually thought the opposite. Because it was one of those things, it was like this great phone call. I was like, so you're God? I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God, I didn't see anything. And he's like, yeah, you're never going to be on the show again. I was like, oh, this is awful. This is horrible. This is incredible.
That's a really tough phone call. I mean, as a fellow actor, that's just your definition of hell. Because they say, like, so you're the supreme being. You're like, dude, I've got work for you. Oh, no one work. Oh, yeah, cool. Great.
Yeah, and I was so thankful that the show stayed on for so much longer, and that it was relevant to bring my character back. It was, season 11 was super fun to go up there and do that, and again, and to actually play the character as God, which I never really was able to do, except a little bit in that season 5. So yeah, that was the story.
Thank you. We're here.
So, Chris, just a question, but so in the show,
Robbie's always talking about this, Robbie.
I think I'd be a pretty badass baby. I mean, you've got all the powers that God, of God, right? You're God's son, and or daughter, and then also you got Rowena as your mom. I mean,
A witch.
A witch.
Yeah.
So
Pretty awesome.
yeah, you're a badass, and but maybe a handful. We'll see.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey. No. When I got hired to do, I mean, I say we because I think we had a similar experience. I got hired to do an episode and did my episode. And the next year they brought me back for another episode. I was never informed, and I'm not even sure the writers knew whether they were going to take these characters until they did. So I never had any idea. What?
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Davidson County until 5:15 p.m. We will continue to monitor the weather and will update you once the tornado warning has expired. All guests in their rooms, please move into the guest hallway and down the hall to the concrete surrounded elevator lobbies and the service rooms behind each elevator lobby. Please move to stairwells 2 and 3 to the parking garage level B3. Please move to stairwells 2 and 3 to the parking garage level B3. All guests and associates in the public areas, please move into the concrete surrounded service hall and down stairwells number 2 and 3. Please stay away from doors and windows. Please listen for further announcements.
Know what that means?
I'm not sure.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, we don't keep going. I think we have to. I think we're cool. Turn on the camera. I think that's it.
Can you answer the question real quick?
Size 9.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. We'll continue this later. Stay
Bye.
safe.
Be safe. Be well. Be kind.
Love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please proceed quietly to this stairwell right over here. Person will show you your right way to the staircase right this way. Welcome to your backstage tour. I know you all want to see it. You're just about to. Right this way, right this way.
我要围婚录到最后一步，我要把这些录进去，我要录一下我们的。
Handles, there is another exit right over there, so people can go backwards. Okay, if you're past here, go that way, it'll be faster. So the folks in the back, go that way.
我们现在被安排要去那一边，所以那就全部顺延呗。我还需要把这东西拿着吗？我有手机啊什么的，钱包啊什么的。OK， 你说他不会把我们全部关了吧？我算了，我这样子吧。
Concrete surrounded service hall and down the stairwell to parking garage level B3. Please
这样子，我带着这个，其他的全部留着。